Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Good morning, children. The old Catmeister here. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Go there. And we'll make your life better with this new thing called truth. It's new to the market. It's not lies, what you've been told to your entire life by your parents, teachers, guidance counselors, politicians, and media experts. It's called truth. Aaron, how did you discover truth? Well, I just looked at things with my eyes and I pointed them out. Oh, well, didn't you catch that? Well, yeah, I caught a lot of flack for that, and a lot of people don't recognize truth, but I do recognize truth, and I'm the only purveyor of it in the world. Good morning, Cappy. Return customer here. Please keep me anonymous. I thought I'd share a story with you. About a month ago, I followed your advice on how to get the girls. I went out on a date with a 40-something divorced woman. I'm 43, okay, and have never been married. Practice is good. A while ago, I watched your video about being unmarried and in my 40s, link right here. It really spoke to a prejudice that we have to live with. I did a video. We can look at it, but what was the title? Hang on, I guess I can open it here. There's something wrong with never married men in their 40s. I don't know if that's a prejudice. Let's not become whiny professional victimhood victims like American leftist women do, where I'm a victim, I'm prejudiced. Is it an erroneous assumption that if you're a man and you've never been married in your 40s, there's something wrong with you? I suppose. Is it a life-crippling thing that oppresses us? No. Do we live with this like someone lives with herpes or a dismemberment? No. It really, I don't even think it's a prejudice. I think it's just a lie women tell themselves in their 40s so they feel better. So I don't, and really, do you want, I was just thinking about the energy that would be taken out of your life to assume that there's this conspiracy, like the patriarchy, there's the matriarchy, and we're so oppressed that women think there's something wrong with us if we don't have kids in our 40s. Like, yeah, I got a better life than that. So I think you should too. That's not prejudice, that's just bullshit. It was only some 10 minutes into the date that this gal made a mistake. She told me that her friends thought I was a red flag because I had never been married and never had children. Guess what I did, Cappy? Go, my lieutenants, destroy. It didn't take 2 seconds. I blurted out, I don't give a fuck. There you go. There you go. You fought back, man. She let out a nervous laugh. It made her uncomfortable. Good. And I did nothing to accommodate her fifis. Instead, I put her on the defensive for having such a stupid, uncalled for comment. I was pissed. It's about time you guys get mad. What was it? The Last Boy Scout. Great movie. Oh, great movie. Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. And there's a great quote. And he says something about his girlfriend being a whore. And he says, all right, now you're pissing me off. And Bruce Willis says, about time. It's about time you guys get angry. I toned my voice down a little bit, and I remembered your video. I explained to her that it was reversal of values. I hadn't fucked up my life by marrying somebody that wasn't right for me, and that I hadn't brought kids in the world I couldn't take care of. Got her on the ropes. Just landed one square punch, and now you're just taking her out on the ropes. Later to that, basically I hadn't fucked up where she had. She has kids and she's divorced, and somehow I was the red flag. Outstanding. Later that night she texted me asking to see whether I wanted a second date or not. Oh, I think if you hadn't beforehand, you have now made it over the hurdle where you realize that, yeah, this is a classic example of quote-unquote treating a woman like shit, but you're not treating her like shit. No, you don't really treat a woman like shit. You just don't tolerate her shit. Oh, we could say this was a shit test or something, but you displayed true alpha. You displayed you're a man. You said, shut up with your stupid opinion, and here's why. Oh, and by the way, some of that reflects on you. And call, really? She wants a second date? No kidding, huh? I replied that I needed to sleep on it. You know, we should have just said maybe. And she got all butthurt over that reply. Oh, yes, you bad. I did see her second time, but I didn't take it past that. In any event, I thought I'd let you know that people out here follow your advice, at least for me. Let you know that people out here follow your advice, and at least for me, it really helped. Even if just to toss back some idiotic prejudice in the face of a feminist. Wonder if you could do a video response on this meditation. I don't know what there is really to meditate about it. I mean, it's... Look, would you tolerate that shit from your male friends? Like, fuck you, Jones. You know, that kind of thing. And you guys, especially when you're younger, you're all blinded by the pussy, and you think being nice and sucking ass and kissing ass is what's going to get you. It's not. It's not. I like to... And I have introduced this concept before in... Oh, that's right. It's Promote My Books Week here, Dave. Oh, there that went. I promoted in here on dating. And it's a great excerpt where it explains, look, women have an overabundance of supply of attention and niceness and kindness from men. They're sick of it. They go on their online dating profile, they have 200 messages, all right? It's the guy who tells them to fuck off or is aloof or is cold towards them and says, you're wrong. That's good again. Even if it hurts, quote unquote, hurt them, it's so rare, at minimum it piques their curiosity. But usually more from an economic standpoint, the limited supply of disagreement from men or quote unquote unacceptable behavior from men is so rare, they're more likely to go out with you. Same thing with, you know, you're applying for a job. Dear sir, ma'am, and then you do something different and they say, oh, well, what makes you want to work here at the XYZ Corporation? Like, well, you're going to pay me. That's why I want to work here. Oh, no, but is there any other? No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I gotta give. I mean, that may not be the right answer. They're going to remember you, though. In an ironic sense, you're going to stand a better chance of employment. And here's the same thing. So I don't know what there really is to meditate on this. Yeah, stop kissing girls' ass. Nobody likes to kiss ass. and you stand up. I'm not saying you have to have a political. She set herself up for this. I'm not saying you bring it about and do that, but yeah, man, that's just, that's brilliantly handled. That's a wonderful report from the field. That's wonderful. So then I said, well, how do you know she was a feminist? You know, because I don't want to get myopic blinders on. We all become a MGTOW channel or anything like that. And he says, I found out she'd been toward feminism over the course of the conversation that evening. This gal isn't a total kuanta and did have a real job. She's a nurse. Well, good for her. But like most women, she bought into the whole lefty narrative of women being oppressed and the pay gap and blah, blah, blah. I now remember an observation you once made. You're not being discriminated against. Life is just that hard. Yes. She mentioned the pay gap. I patiently explained that it did not exist, but men did the harder STEM jobs as well as more dangerous work, mining, welding, etc., and thus men got paid more in the aggregate. Went on to explain that at about age 25 to 30, your average highly accomplished professional woman wants to have kids. That normal female instinct to reproduce makes them dial back in the hours or quit their work altogether in order to have and care for babies. Went on to explain that accounts for far more of the pay gap than discrimination does. Oh yeah, and as the evening went on, I had more alcohol, and either on purpose or because I just can't help, but the conversation wore on. I used politically incorrect like soy boy, hetero dyke, humu straight, and retarded to describe the kinds of people that we see on college campuses as well as in the downtown area that we live in. She didn't like it. Of course she did, but she wanted to go on a second date with you, huh? But she sure liked being in the presence of a guy who was confident enough to displease her. Funny how that works, eh, Cap? Yeah, I gave you your explanation. By the way, I don't generally go out with divorced moms, but she actually contacted me via a dating website, and I put aside my prejudice to give her benefits of the doubt. So much. Hey, look, another question, you got anything better to do that night? There is nothing wrong with going out with people who aren't ideal candidates. And frankly, I don't think there is such a thing as an ideal candidate. And how often, you can get as much experience you want asking women out, because they're there, you just ask them out. How much experience do you get on a date, though? I mean, opportunity to date. Even if it is with someone you really don't have that much of an interest in, it's good to still go out and date. I mean, I can study all the jujitsu videos in the world. It's not until I actually go out on the mat and spar do you actually get the actual experience. So there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'd even say if you're well off, just pay for the damn date, because why even bother? I know a lot of people are going to disagree with it. I know in theory they should go Dutch. That might be an experiment like, hey, you're paying for your half, and just be a complete dick. But a date's a date. You get the experience that you wouldn't normally have. So, all right, that's it. Thank you for that field report. That was wonderful. That was awesome. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.